Millions of residents are under mandatory evacuations from Florida to South Carolina. Let's bring in Florida's Attorney General Ashley Moody. Great to have you with us tonight.
Good evening, Shannon. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay, I want to talk about the issue that I know you're going to be dealing with and already have, is this idea of gouging. Everybody's out there trying to gather up supplies, water, gas, whatever they can get their hands on. And one account I read said that you've got more than 2,000 reports already of people price gouging. How big of a problem is it in this kind of situation?
This is such a dangerous storm. As you know, we've been warning Floridians for days to evacuate from coastal areas and get supplies needed for at least 7 days, food, medicine, water. And as that happens, there are always bad actors that want to take advantage of a horrific situation and jack prices up. And why that can't happen is because people need access to these life-saving supplies. This is such an incredibly dangerous storm. You see what's happened in the Bahamas. Our hearts and prayers go out to the Bahamians. And now we're on vigilant watch here in Florida. And as these evacuations take place and people start leaving the coastal areas, you start seeing price gouging in hotels. And yes, we're at about 2,300 contacts regarding price gouging at this time.
We want to put some information up for Floridians who may be watching this tonight about what the law says there in Florida, so they have a little bit more information about this. Essentially, if people, it applies to all kinds of essential items like food, ice, gas, water. You mentioned hotels. The price can't grossly exceed whatever the average price of was of that good for the 30 days prior to this emergency. And I didn't know this. I mean, civil fines up to $25,000 is possible, misdemeanor charges as well. And we've got the information there for people to report scams if they think that that's happening to them. There's also this run on gasoline. We've got information in a lot of towns where, 40–50% of the gas stations there say they're out. I mean, what's your advice to people now as they need to evacuate and make choices?
We know that there's still gas along the evacuation routes. Anytime we're getting complaints of a gas station hiking up prices, our investigators are in the stores talking to them. We've secured refunds. Again, it's important that the information be given to our office so we can take action. And the hotline is 1-866-9-NO-SCAM. There's also a No Scam app, which can be downloaded. And I can tell you hundreds of Floridians have taken advantage of that app. And we've been able to get retailers to lower prices to make sure people have access to lodging and supplies. So all I can say is right now it's about safety. We're encouraging Floridians to stock up, make sure that they're safe. This storm, lives are on the line. It's so very important. And thank you to Governor DeSantis and his team. They've done a great job making sure people are prepared and ready.
And quickly, I want to ask you about the storm afterwards. If there is damage, as undoubtedly there will be, best advice for people when dealing with contractors or looking to get things fixed up?
Absolutely. Never sign anything that's not a complete contract. Just as we're dealing with trying to prohibit people from coming in and taking advantage of consumers preparing for the storm, as soon as the storm passes through, all kinds of people come in trying to take advantage of a really bad situation. Never sign something that's not complete. If you ever have somebody come and demand money, demand cash, and then take off, report it to our office immediately.
Well, and as you said, we'll put the information up again for people because it's a really urgent time and not the time to be taking advantage of people. We're glad you're there to crack down. Attorney General of Florida, Ashley Moody, thank you.